School buses keep arriving with school children who engage in series of educational and fun activities at the fair. The Emirate exposes children to books at a young age. These children here learn how to make slime, and I joined as they gladly take me through the procedure.
Like this. I need another spoon. Oh my God. Okay, fine. I got one. Yes, I'm guessing it. I want 5 million. Oh my God. So what's going to happen? Now it's gonna be a slime. Now it's slime. No, we need to add more. Add more? No.
Sanith, a Sri Lankan national, is only 12 and the author of 2 books.
As a kid, I loved reading a lot. So when I read, I thought it's best I write myself, because I also wanted to share my thoughts with the world. And then when I asked my parents what is the best way to share my thoughts, they told me it's while writing. So I started to write.
Authors of children books also speak about the art of writing for a child that makes them want to indulge in book.
That's one of the little secrets of Geronimo Stilton books. They are, first of all, adventurous, though they catch the attention of young readers. They are funny, and also at the same time, children feel in their heart that they do need good values. But at the same time, the brightful colors of the illustrations and of the graphic effects add a lot to the strength and the power of the books. So this is why children love them, and they like to read one book after another, one good value after another. So my dream came true. I am now the mother of millions of children around the world. So my dream came true, and I can tell that my story, my personal story, has a happy ending, because I am the mother of all these children who are my readers. And I love to meet them in person, like this morning. It was fantastic. I always learn from them.
I like reading because you get to see people's perspectives on other different cultures and different countries around the world. So it's really nice to see people getting all their creativity and putting them in a book. I would like to see children to see different rights and different things that are happening in this world, so then we can enlighten little kids so they can make this world a better place.
I like reading books because they really inspire me to be a writer, and I like the writer's creativity of the writing, because he wants to make like emotions for the reader, to make it like funny or like sad or something. And I really, one of my favorite writers and my favorite books is Geronimo books. They're really fun and funny, and that's why I like them. Once I've seen the author, she really inspired me, and all of the questions that they said, I learned from, and yeah, I like it. I like their books.
We've learned that it takes patience and time to be a writer, and we've learned of how, like, her specific style on writing was one of my favorite things.
Princess Rapunzel herself. The king and queen rejoiced and wept with joy to once again be reunited with their beautiful daughter.
The theatre also offers spectacular shows with brilliant lighting effects. Famous Egyptian actor and filmmakers are also here to inspire fans. The book fair offers an opportunity for publishers to network.
Basically, the gap that you mentioned is not just in Africa, but also it happens to all developing countries. And we have successfully did it in developing countries, where the gap is basically how we circumvent the whole thing is through awareness and number one, the excitement. We need to build the excitement for the non-readers, especially the kids, to want to come to the book fair, because the kids are always so fixated on digital media or there are so many other distractions out there. So our mission is to do everything possible to bring those who to basically build a new generation of readers, and also to bring back to reignite the love of reading to those who have forgotten about reading.
There were a lot of things that we discussed, especially the challenges in connecting the ecosystem. You get what I'm saying? Going by our size in the world now, we are about 1.2 billion in the world. And they said in the next few years, the highest percentage of the youths will be concentrated in Africa. So by so doing, all eyes are on us. And I said this yesterday, our case is like the case of a celebrant. All eyes are on you. You need to be very, very careful the way you do your things. But mind you, what we need to do now is how to convince our government, to do the needful. I think that should be our task now, all African publishers. We need to go back to our government to look into the whole thing, so that most of the challenges we are talking of, with the help of government, I'm telling you, it may be a thing of the past.
Yeah, when you say we need to convince the government to do the needful, what are those specifics you think that government should focus on or pay attention to?
Okay. Take for instance now, we are still battling with functional book policy. It's like if we have functional book policy, definitely all the players will know their roles. The ecosystem, we have the booksellers, we have the publishers, we have the authors, we have the printers as well. You get what I'm saying? But it's like with what is going on now, even the kind of mistrust that is happening among the players, if we have policy, this may be a thing of the past. Because like the authors, when we are talking about trust, you can't find the trust. They are not really trusting we publishers. And this is as a result of what we are facing, the hands of the pirates. You get what I'm saying? So as an author, seeing your book all over, at the end of the day, you find out that the little emanated from the publishers. And the author may thought we are not doing the right thing.
Sharjah believes books and literature will save the Arab world.
There is no point for me being anyone else. I am who I am. I'm Sharjah. I'll stay Sharjah.
And they are also ensuring this in a unique way.
You see those thousands and millions of people coming to the Sharjah, how much they're pumping into the economy of Sharjah. It's a huge hotel, cars, transportations, even the leasing of those stands, all over together. It's a huge industry. It's not a small industry.
What is your biggest?
But for us, the biggest gain we get from that, it's not the money. We are not after the money. We're after something else. It's literature.
Wouldn't it be wonderful if Nigeria had such a spectacular book fair? As always, we'll be delighted to get your feedback through any of our social media platforms displayed on your screen. It has been a pleasure being your host. I am Hajara Aliyu.